Game 2 on the East Rink for the Oktoberfest Showcase. I'm Matt Gajtka. Traverse City Stars in the red, Oakland Jr. Grizzlies in the gray. First game saw Michigan Steel defeat West Michigan varsity 4-0. Now we switch it on over. This game was scheduled to start at 12:30 on your tournament sheet. Just about 10 minutes behind. First game zipped along rather quickly, I would say. Gonna thank you to Brad Verker and company for helping to put on this the showcase presentation here on YouTube today. 18U hockey as we get going here with the split season and looking forward to the high school hockey season in just about a month's time. Grizzlies attacking the goal away from us as we get started. Again, Oakland in the gray and hacked along up ahead by Mac Castor. Traverse City, the Stars in the red attacking the goal in front of us. But Oakland on the attack to start. 15-minute periods. And if and when we do have penalties, those last just 90 seconds, 1 minute 30. And we are going to have a penalty right away. Sprinting to the bench is the Oakland goalie, Eli Choden from Henry Ford. And so it's an extra attacker situation right now. Heiser to the outside. Gets it right back. Heiser gives it to Choki. Kachoki shot. That's off the glass on the deflection. Back behind the goal, finally touched up by Traverse City, and the Stars will be shorthanded in the very early going of this one. So the boys in red, down a man coming up. Cross-checking is the call. 14:09 to go in the first period. And the guilty party is Traverse City's Collier Schultz. Power play for Oakland. And again, the penalty lasts 1 minute and 30 seconds, not the 2 minutes we're accustomed to in MHSAA high school hockey. Out to the blue line, and it's chipped up into the Traverse City bench. Connor Mikachuk tried to keep it alive for Oakland. No dice. But the faceoff stays down in that end. Heiser gets the assignment from Rochester Adams High School. And one of the Stars booted out of the dot. Traverse City's team comprised of players from Central, West, and St. Francis High Schools. Mikachuk. Down the boards. Gets it right back. Plays it into the middle. A chance and an early save made on Logan Jardine, who plays for Brother Rice. Didn't get the number of the Traverse City goalie. When he turns around, I'll be able to do that. That's the inconvenience of being down at this end of the rink, but that's the way it goes. This was our best available spot to put on the broadcast. Heiser driving wide. Nolan Heiser behind the goal. Making the pass out high to Connor Bozek. Cross-rink delivery, deflected, and goes just wide. It's either Luke Mosley or Sawyer Stone in goal. At the other end, toward the middle, backhanded up but not out. Mikachuk held it. Rister never got through, got it right back to Mikachuk. Cross-ring pass, chance there, and an attempted feed, one more. Maybe one too many passes for Oakland, and it skipped away to the far boards and cleared out. Heiser on the zone entry, but the Grizzlies keep the pressure on this very early power play. Toward the front, backhand, another save made. Loose puck in the slot and swatted along right back in on the Traverse City Stars netminder, and he makes the stop and hangs on as the power play down to its final couple of seconds. That is Luke Mosley starting for Traverse City. And Eli Choden, the goalie for Oakland, right in front of our location. Power play over. So Oakland's 0 for 1, but they get a chance here. Padded out by Mosley. And it's free and behind his net, hacked back into his pads, and he hangs on. Luke Mosley, the senior goalie from Traverse City West. Sawyer Stone, his backup to start, plays for St. Francis. Coach Mike Peters leads the squad for Traverse City. For Oakland, it's Rod Hyde. Slap shot on the setup to Jacob Uptane, but he couldn't get it on goal. Uptane plays for Rochester Hills Christian. He's got the puck again, cuts toward the middle, shooting, saved by Mosley, loose to the side, and banked up and out by Traverse City. But Oakland just choking off the Stars' attack at the moment. Ben Burley for Traverse City turned it over in front of the net. They hack at it, and it pokes right through the top of the crease. Logan Scheidt gets the pass right back at the top of the circle. Pirouettes and fires. That was blocked. Thrown toward the front of the goal. Uptane did that. Now pass in front, score. Oakland's got the first goal of the game, and it looks like it's Logan Scheidt who shoveled it home from right out in front. 11:38 to go in the first, and the Junior Grizzlies are heard from on the score sheet. Jarvis first through the handshake line. Might have been him who got the last touch, too. It was a scramble in front of the net on a loose puck. And either way, Oakland gets the goal. And the Grizzlies, who have dominated possession, there was actually a delayed penalty coming up again. But since the puck went in the net, no penalty called, and we'll move on from that. So either Scheidt or Jarvis polish that off. Either way, the Grizzlies lead it 1-0 here in Grand Rapids. We're at Griff's Ice House, by the way, the practice home of the Grand Rapids Griffins of the American Hockey League. My name is Matt Gajtka. I do a lot of broadcasting high school hockey in the West Michigan area. Very happy to have the chance to call some games earlier than I'm used to in the fall. No problem with that. Let's get it started, huh? Icing against Traverse City. So much of the action away from us as Noah Pouillat went back just in case, but icing was the call. Pouillat, a member of the Cranbrook Kingswood squad. He's got one more season left. I saw him in the state championship game a couple of years ago. I broadcast games for East Grand Rapids, so I was on the call for that as the Cranes won, and I believe it was triple overtime. I know we were there for a while. Obviously, drama high for that one. Snapshot goes off the glove of Luke Mosley and up into the screen. A drive from Matt Castor of Flint Powers Catholic. Meanwhile, Eli Choden down in front of us, still looking for his first shot on goal and his first save. Grizzlies go back to work in the attacking zone. Castor couldn't make it happen. Traverse City clears, only briefly though. Back in the clutches of the Grizzlies. Bennett O'Dowd from Oxford. Up the boards, Mountie deflected it, and taking it as Heiser. He's got a chance, driving right in, a shot, and he scores! Nolan Heiser, junior from Rochester Adams, makes it 2-0 Grizzlies on the counterattack. .10:18 to go in the first. 2 goals, a minute 20 apart for Oakland. Give an assist to Carson Monty as well. He helped set up that rush with the deflection out to center. So the Grizzlies controlling possession and with an early 2 spot. Centering a chance, and that one-timer from Scheid goes careening wide of Mosley's crease. Bozek broke up the Traverse City zone entry. And the Stars just trying to flip it in and get to work, but Eric Hagg couldn't do it there. Sent down right in on net, swatted away by Mosley, but right into the path of Stellan Anderson. Anderson, also of Cranbrook Kingswood. Thought I recognized his name too. Another senior for the Cranes on this Oakland squad. There's our first save for Choden. Gloves and keeps. On the right wing wrister from Caden Rodenroth. Traverse City Stars brand, very long-lasting up in that part of the state. Used to be a North American Hockey League team. I'm not sure if it still is. They were the Traverse City North Stars, actually, for a while. Back behind the net, Jackson Soper sends it along. Cross-ring pass. Andrew Beatty over-skated. But the Stars trying to piece it together. Beatty outside the blue line, fanned on the attempted shoot-in, so TC's got to regroup. Jackson Soper to the far side boards. Battle for it there. Soper hands off. Opportunity. Choden makes the save on the driving shot from Blake Weaver. Mikachuk jams it off the wall and all the way down. It will be an icing as it crosses the goal line. Devin Watson was racing there to try to stop it, but no luck. Action going at 2 rinks eventually today. As of right now, it's all on the east side. We'll have a game on West later today. West Michigan varsity versus Trenton. That'll be our final broadcast out of 4 today. 4 games in all. This is number 2. Michigan Steel won 4-0 in the opener against West Michigan. Brady Moore. Oh, he's cleaned out on a check from Brody Patterson. Play continues on. And Miser, who just scored a goal for Oakland. This time, he'll start the rush down the left wing. Miser let it drift off his stick into the corner. Graham Elkins there for Traverse City. Elkins in some trouble. Turned it over. Noah Puyat to the corner for the Grizzlies. Heiser back behind. Into the middle, a shot and a save by Mosley on Mason McCautry from Rochester Adams. His first touch of the puck today. Heiser back on it, cutting in, shooting, and it's off a body and wide. Not sure that ever got through to Mosley. Still a 2-0 lead for Oakland. Here's the captain of the Stars, Graham Elkins. Clearing it around. Not out. Hudson Robertson doubles back. Try to make it happen. 6:53 to go in the first. Robertson lost control of the puck. Taken back by McCautry. Here's Scheid. Logan Scheid, a shot and a glove save. And a keep from Mosley. No further play. Our third and final game on the East Rink on the broadcast side will be Trenton versus Northern Michigan. That game scheduled to start around 2 o'clock. Looks like it'll be fairly close to that based on how quickly the first game went by. O'Dowd leading it through center. Carson Monty already assist in this game. Forced the turnover. Logan Scheid in behind. Fed it in front. Monty chipped it wide. Side of the net chance. And that stop made by Mosley as well. Monty hacking at it, but it's free to the Stars. And they emerge, but they give it away. Turned over. Logan Scheid intercepted. Just outside the Stars' blue line. Graham Peters. Into the middle, Andrew Beatty. That black and gold helmet and pants of Traverse City Central. Ben Newman. Lost control. Carson Monty, a snapshot, and again a save by Mosley. And the puck jumps out of play over the glass. The ice is tilted right now. Well, if you're a Grizzlies fan, you'll be seeing them come your way, it looks like, in the second period. As of right now, we're watching from a distance. Devin Watson pushed the face-off in deep, but Traverse City's Jack O'Hearn jammed it around, out it goes. And here come the Stars to the middle, and a player goes sliding through. Schultz thought he might have been tripped, but play allowed to continue on, and the Grizzlies go the other way. Watson swings to the outside. Jackson Soper into the middle, Brody Patterson, and the Stars escape. Ben Buchholz run off, though. And the Grizzlies, Watson, center. Broken up. Watson trying to drive in there, so is Matt Castor. Didn't work out. Off sticks and bodies, Devin Watson. Forehand pass, so he had a man open. That was Monty, but it just bounced away from him. Pardon, that was Logan Jardine, actually, on the backside. Uptain trying to clear for Oakland, and he will. Member of the Stars stumbled down. Ben Newman fed it on over for his defense partner, Soper, who shot it in deep. So just the one shot for Traverse City. Lead pass, picked up on the move by Jarvis. Oakland's Jarvis wedged off the puck in the far corner. Lincoln Seyferth getting in there. 4:20 left in the first. 2 quick goals for Oakland right at the start in the opening 5 minutes of this game. Choden lets that dump in go around the horn. Uptain sends it skyward. And no penalty there. I thought Robertson might have drawn one. So the Stars a little frustrated. As Newman's got to go back for it. Coughed it up. Miles Ransford from Birmingham Seaholm. Ransford going to the goal. He's got the puck. Tries to jam it in. Pad save made by Mosley. His best of this first period to keep it 2-0. And cleared just by the outstretched glove of Matt Castor. No icing ruled on the play. 3:24 left in the first. The Stars keep it in. Out by the blue line. Handed over. Backdoor pass. And unable to get the shot off on the backhand side was Beatty. And now Choden makes a save. Sprawling down in the blue paint. And Castor goes tumbling into him as the Stars mix it up physically at the front. And the referees trying to keep players separated as the whistle sounds. The goaltender, Eli Choden, had to fall back after making the initial save. It was a bit of a pileup. The Stars showing some life in their offense late in this first. 3:08 remaining. Just the one penalty so far, that to Traverse City. Oakland did not cash in on that, but they scored 2 quickly thereafter. Pouillat slammed into, and the Stars would have been offside. They got a tag up. Pass behind Logan Scheidt. Grizzlies just trying to get this one out. Scheidt chips it down the near wing. It goes all the way down. Untouched for an icing call. I'm okay, thanks. Watson to Bozek. Face-off win by the Grizzlies, and out the center they go. Good lead pass to Logan Scheidt. Driving wide, coming on in. Mosley, I think, made a save as Scheidt tried to stuff it on the forehand. Pass out to the point. Picked off by TC's Ari Starr, but he lost control. However, penalty called. Penalty called with 2:14 left in the period. And Connor Bozek nabbed for the minor penalty. First power play for the Stars. Chichoki on the faceoff for the Grizzlies against Robertson of Traverse City. Robertson wins it cleanly back to the point, but mishandled out at the blue line by Jack O'Hearn. And Chichoki takes the shot shorthanded, but he missed right off the glass from the right wing side. Rodenroth to the outside, force there. Got those funky blue socks with the pattern on them. Easy to spot him out there. Shot from the right wing. Deflected away from Choden. I'm not sure he had to make a save on that. And the puck hops out of play on the battle between Hudson Robertson and Brady Moore, defenseman for Brother Rice. 1:01 to go in the power play. 1:45 remaining in the period. Power play for Traverse City Stars in the red today. Mikachuk sends it around for the Grizzlies, and down it goes. And again, Chichoki hustling. He's got a great skating stride. Connor Chichoki of Rochester. The Stars trying to strike off the rush on this power play, but they turn it over to Mikachuk, and he sends it the length. 30 seconds left on the advantage. Connor Bozek in the box for the Grizzlies. Backhand feed toward the center circle. Graham Peters curling, shoots it in. 16 seconds remaining on the advantage. McCautry takes advantage of the space down the left wing. Still shorthanded. Drifted away from him, but Stellan Anderson, he couldn't get there either. And sent off the far wall and out. 44 seconds left in the period. Power play is over. Traverse City's 0 for 1. Both teams 0 for 1, in fact, in this opening period. Grizzlies looking to add on as they get back to full strength, but Anderson overskated. O'Dowd, backhand relay up the wall. Anderson, great pass near side. Heiser already got one in this period. Shooting, Mosley way out to cut down the angle and make the save on the wrist shot. 18 seconds to go before a brief intermission. Heiser tried to draw it back, got to the loose puck, centered out in front. Final seconds of the period. Pushed to the far boards. Hacked in deep by Jardine. 5 seconds left. Out to the blue line. And through to center, all the way down in front of us. There's the buzzer, ending the first period. So a couple of early Grizzlies goals. Scheidt and then Heiser. And it's 2-0 going into the second. Keep it right here from Griff's Ice House in Grand Rapids for more of the Oktoberfest 18U Showcase. Second period on the way. The team's change ends. The Grizzlies banging their sticks against the boards to add a little bit of energy. The dump in play. Mishandled a bit behind the net by Luke Mosley. Look at this battle in front of us. Great rink sounds. Heiser helps it out to the point. Bouncing shot ends up into the far corner. Anderson lays the check against Eric Hagg. Ben Burley clears for Traverse City, but not out. Kept in by Heiser. Anderson behind the back of Heiser, who did well to receive that pass, and then he fired it near corner away from Stellan Anderson. Jacob Uptain patrolling the near side. Now he's got to back out as the Stars clear. Robertson tossing it toward the middle. Shoved out. And here are the Grizzlies on the move. Logan Jardine with some room against Mosley. Made a backhand pass. Whacked on goal eventually by Matt Castor. Far side trying to stuff it in is Jardine. And it's covered up by Mosley at the side of the net. Jardine from Brother Rice. Heiser from Rochester Adams. They've both been dangerous on every shift over the boards so far. 2-0 game. Just over a minute into the second period. The Grizzlies going after the goal right in front of our broadcast location. Scheit kicked out. So Jarvis has to handle the duties, and he wins the draw. Ransford slicing toward the middle, wedged off the puck, and the Stars go back the other way. Graham Peters parading down the left wing, left it in his wake for Blake Weaver. Weaver into that far corner, or near corner, excuse me, on the far side of the ice, to be specific. Chipped in on Mosley. He slides on one knee to handle it with the glove, and he elects to keep it. We've got a bit of a variety of jerseys for Traverse City, but all of them red and white. That's all that's important in something like this. You see the different colors of helmets and pants out there. Makes this kind of hockey fun. A little bit of an all-star feel to it. Delayed offside against the Grizzlies. Soper then has a chance to send it up the near wing, and stumbling down was Starr. Couldn't take the pass, and so the puck up for grabs in neutral ice. Jack O'Hearn coughed it up. Logan Scheit gets it right back, and he pushed it just wide on the return pass from Jarvis on the quick developing 2-on-1, and the puck lifted into the Oakland bench inadvertently by Soper of Traverse City. That'll keep the puck, I think. No, it won't. It'll be out at center. Thought it would ensure the puck stayed in the Traverse City zone for the face-off. Both teams complete line changes. Newman back out to center. That's where McCautry takes over for Oakland. A shot deflected off the stick of Elkins and then off the stick of a junior Grizzly and then into the screen at the far end. Choden remains in goal for the junior Grizzlies. Same deal for Luke Mosley. Sometimes you'll see teams change midway through the second period. So we'll see if that's upcoming for either side. Try to keep an eye on that for you. McCautry on his backhand. Here he comes. Sends it up into the air, but stymied at the blue line by the Stars. So Bozek tries the far wing. Couldn't get it out either. Puyat helped it over on the near side. And McCautry interrupted at the line. It's offside against the Grizzlies. Matt Castor, the captain of the Grizzlies, taking this draw, and he pulls it straight back on his forehand side. Bozek punched it in deep to the corner, and Watson, wearing number 87 in gray. Beatty, can he get it out? He can't. Puyat came down the wall, pinching to that spot to keep it moving. Watson got tangled up. Mushinski for Oakland worked it around the horn, and it's backhanded back in behind the goal line by McCotchery. Burley clears for Traverse City. All the way down it goes. Icing against the Stars. No goals yet in this second period. 11:33 to go in it. Thanks for watching live on YouTube, whether you're a fan of either team or a college coach or scouts. Just trying to provide a service here for this Oktoberfest. Chichoki fired it back, came free. Heiser shooting. Mosley made the save, cutting off the angle. Up the middle, attempted clear, picked off by Monty. Monty for Oakland. Protecting the puck. And he almost got it back there, but the pass was in his skates from McCotchery. Heiser stapled against the wall, but the Grizzlies causing some havoc. Chichoki to the middle. Couldn't make it happen. Monty recontrols and retrieves for Oakland in the neutral ice area. Monty from the corner has a look, closes, centering pass, off a stick, near side boards. Aptane played it cross corner. Referee got in the way behind the goal. It interrupted the Grizzlies' attack and sped down the ice again by the Stars. And again, it's an icing call against the guys in red. No goals or penalties yet in the second period. Collier Schultz lost the face-off to Logan Scheidt, and here he goes again. Number 6 in gray, Logan Scheidt. Out to the point, a shot, save Mosley, rebound, score! Shoveled into the goal by the Grizzlies. Anderson on the doorstep. Sent it high into the twine for a 3-0 lead. Hard work after the face-off win leads to pay dirt for Oakland. And the celebration at the bench for the 3-0 lead. Even strength goal for Stellan Anderson from Cranbrook Kingswood. Interested in business, it says here on the roster sheet. Like to include that type of stuff when we can for college benefit. Scheid pivots, centered, oh, backside, nearly a tap-in goal. Played back out in front by Logan Jardine, and it was taken away before Anderson could get a shot off. This line causing trouble once more. Scheid, Anderson, and Jardine. Logan Scheid goes to West Bloomfield, where he plays for their team. Give Scheid and Jardine assists on that goal for Anderson. New line out there for Oakland. Ransford out to the point. D-to-D it goes. Jarvis back out in front of the net and punched just wide by Ransford. Miles Ransford just missed. Not afraid to go to the high traffic areas, though. Robertson swerves to the outside for Traverse City. Blind pass toward the far side. Kept alive on the backhand by Graham Elkins. Pitchforked it deep. Grizzlies escape. Bouncing puck at center. Watson run off, but Jarvis takes it back for the Grizzlies. Ransford out of the corner. Centered it out into the high slot. Deflected away from Jarvis. Stepping up for a shot right past the ear of goaltender Luke Mosley, and to the near side boards. Jarvis checked off the puck by Robertson. TC still working hard, trying to get it out. Elkins, their captain, unable to make it happen. But teaming up with Ben Newman, Elkins and the Stars get it out. Line change for Traverse City. As the counterattack is on for the Junior Grizzlies. And that's Heiser, one of the goal scorers. Heiser turned it over. Pouillat, though, right there on the puck. Backhand play. Heiser, nifty move, closes in. Oh, he made a blind pass, and it nearly connected on to Luke Muchinski, but just away from his reach. Muchinski again. Sent it out to the line. Big drive goes wide from Castor. He hammered that one. Up in the air, off the dasher board, and sent all the way down. And another icing call against TC, just trying to survive here and get back on the attack at some point. 7:41 left in the second period. Traverse City Central's Blake Weaver had that clear, and now he'll take the face-off. Traverse City Central is the Trojans. They were black and gold. And he won that draw right back to his teammate, Ben Burley. Guns it all the way around the wood, and another icing call. We're seeing a similar performance to the one that Michigan Steel put on in the first game of the tournament, just before this one. See when Oakland plays, if Oakland does play Steel, they do play each other at 6:30 tonight on this rink. We will not have that broadcast for you, as I'll be setting up on the West rink for West Michigan versus Trenton. Around to the far corner, Oakland tries to clear, kept alive though by Blake Weaver, who stepped to the puck. Down the boards it goes, though. The chase is on. Nolan Heiser, he'll get there before the goal line. Try to play it back to Bozek, but it's deflected off a skate. Heiser niftily controls the puck, keeps it alive at the blue line twice, but not able to get that pass through, and Oakland's got to reset. But they're right back on it. Muchinski taking a look from the outside, shooting toward the front of the goal. Scheidt makes a man miss. Shooting short side against Mosley, and Mosley makes the save. No rebound as well, crucially, with Noah Pouillat looking for anything available in front. 6:38 left in the second period. Oakland has added a goal in this frame from Stellan Anderson. Picked up the loose change at the net front. Hard check from Carson Monty. Frees up the puck. McCautry, though, couldn't keep it in the zone. So it's Bennett O'Dowd of Oxford. He's interested in the skilled trades, it says here. Icing against the Grizzlies this time. And Traverse City gets an O-zone draw out of all that. Looking for a spark are the Stars. Can they make it happen here? Collier Schultz. Flagged down the attempted clear, but ends up being ruled a hand pass. And so the puck dragged out the center for the face-off. Thought that Schultz had knocked it down to himself, but apparently not. There was a tangle of sticks and bodies down there in the face-off dot. Mason McCautry first on this for the Grizzlies. Up to Monty. Cross ring pass. Into the middle, right away from Scheidt. Monty gets there first. Shoved it through. Played right back out into the high slot. Free in the zone for a moment, but then swatted out to center. Connor Chichoki was the one who started the action with the drive down the right wing. I appreciate the sleeve numbers for the junior Grizzlies. Gives me a better shot when they're coming right at me. Lead pass Monty behind the defense. There he is. Hit the goalpost with a wrist shot. Blocker side against Luke Mosley. Beat him cleanly, but couldn't beat the iron. Offside against Traverse City, breaking back the other way. 5:15 left in the second. That close to a 4-0 Oakland lead. The draw from right outside the Traverse City blue line, the Oakland blue line. Traverse City on the attack here, or they were. Hudson Robertson booted out of the faceoff dot. Lincoln Seyfirth will have to take this one. Pulls it back, but the only man there was Stellan Anderson, the second period goal scorer for the Grizzlies. Watson nearly stole it away from Ben Newman. Hooked back into the middle. Intercepted by the Stars. Seyfirth couldn't clear it past Anderson at center. Oakland just taking away space, and they've got it again. Anderson to the front. Open net. Oh, a great blocker save from on Jardine from Luke Mosley. He reached back, desperation stop to keep it a 3-goal margin. I thought Jardine was going to stuff that right in. I think he thought that too, but sometimes you get beat by the goalie. Jardine picks it off. Here's a shot on his pass to Watson, and Watson's denied by Mosley as well. Watson, very nimble player, turned that right on net, but Mosley came across on his feet to make the save and hang on. 4:22 to go in the period. Good action in front of us. We're on the East Rink at Griff's Ice House within the city limits of Grand Rapids. Actually not far at all from downtown. This is the closest rink to the downtown area, most central rink in Grand Rapids. Blue line chance, and a wrister deflected wide from Mikachuk. Mosley never got a piece of it. Heiser rammed into right in front of the Zamboni doors. Ransford to Heiser. Lost control of the puck. Scooped by Blake Weaver. Charges back down the wing. He's stripped, though, by Heiser. Good defensive work. Oakland can't get back on the attack as of yet. Jarvis trying to change all that. Forces the pass toward the middle. But there's some room for Ben Burley to send ahead. No icing this time. Waved off. Matt Castor retrieving. Castor angled it off the wall, almost passed it to himself there, nearly pulled that off, but he was run off as Burley heads back in deep. 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. 3-0 Oakland advantage. Centering, the Stars looking to put a little bit of pressure on, but a hack shot from Ben Buchholz goes wide off the deflection. Backhanded up and out by Castor. Actually, no, kept in at the blue line, so the Stars stay on it briefly. And now the Grizzlies escape. Trying to make a move to the outside was Heiser, working on the left wing for this occasion. Shot drifts wide from the point. Heiser took it off that missed shot from Castor. Back out to the blue line. Stepping down the wall, Brady Moore. Haven't called his name yet today. Moore plays for Brother Rice. Jarvis in close quarters. Poke checked, though, neatly by Soper. And the Stars go on the counter. Soper leading that charge. Shooting from his off-wing side. Deflected up over the glass and out of play. 2:28 left in the second. The Grizzlies change their line out there, Getting some new bodies out there. For Coach Rod Hyde. I mentioned Mike Peters leads the Traverse City Stars 18U squad. Here's Pouliot trying to make it work. He's run off the puck as a little can-opener motion there, and we have a penalty coming up. Tripping the call. Tripping against Oakland. So Traverse City gets a power play late in the second period. First penalty of this period with 2:12 to go in it. And it's called against the forward Logan Scheit, who by my accounting has a goal and an assist in this game. A TC player was kicked out of the face-off circle, so Beatty's got to take the draw here. Puck is down, and the Grizzlies control the draw, and they clear quickly off the far side wall. The goalie Mosley thought it was going to be icing. No. Oakland shorthanded. At some levels of USA hockey, you're not allowed to ice the puck shorthanded, but not at the 18U level. Rodenroth up the boards, and no sail. Traverse City's got to go back forward as the Grizzlies close down that avenue. 1:41 to go in the period, 56 seconds to go on the power play. These power plays are just 90 seconds long. 15-minute periods and 1 minute 30-second penalties. Minor penalties, that is. Mosley has to set the table for his skaters, and Rodenroth headmans it. Pouliot, though, picks it off, and here's Noah Pouliot with a clear lane. Tried to make a pass, though, on the pull-up move, and that's redirected behind the goal. 27 seconds left on the penalty to Logan Scheit for tripping. And another penalty on the way, apparently, as Mosley heads out of his goal, looking for the extra skater, Traverse City, but they can't quite get it on the ice. It's about to be a brief two-man advantage for 16 seconds. Cross-checking the call. So a game that had just two penalties in nearly 2 periods of play now gets back-to-back penalties. Bozek sent off with 58 seconds left in this period. 5-on-3 for Traverse City briefly. See what they can generate. It's Soper out by the line, wristing through a screen. Not on target, might have hit something. Ben Burley. Pass to the bottom edge of the circle for Beatty, but it doesn't connect. A Grizzly is back on the ice. It's 5-on-4 again. The Stars work it to the near wing, and it's behind a man. Charging back down. Shorthanded opportunity. A shot hit the goal post. Oh, no. Chichoki said it was in the net, but the referee waves it off. I'm pretty sure it hit the post. The post closest to our side. And offside against Traverse City with 17 seconds left in the second. Wow. That close to a 4-0 lead as the Grizzlies get the better chance out of that sequence, even after TC was briefly on a two-man advantage. And that's 2 off the post at this end of the ice in the second period for the Grizzlies. Connor Chichoki inches away from making it 4-0. But the power play continues for Traverse City. Still 45 seconds to go on it, but only 8 seconds left in the period, and they turn it over. Chichoki again. One last shorthanded chance, maybe. Gets it back, and he hit the outside of the post again, and it rang off the glass as the buzzer ends the second period. So Oakland adds a goal in that frame. Stellan Anderson scoring at even strength. The Traverse City power play rolls over into the third. 32 more seconds to go on the cross-checking minor to Connor Bozek. Back in a moment for the third period. Oakland up 3. We'll change ends, in just a moment. Traverse City starts the third period on the power play for the next 28 seconds. Again, attacking the goal in front of us. I'm Matt Gajtka. Thank you for joining us for the Oktoberfest Showcase 18U. Cross-ring pass from Robertson. Off the boards. Scooped by Graham Elkins. Tried to force it toward the front. Didn't work. The Grizzlies defended it well. O'Dowd now protecting the puck behind the net. Lost it to Lincoln Seyfirth. Out to the blue line. Held in there. Wrister. That's off the crossbar on the deflection. Over the shoulder of Chodin and off the ceiling here. Low ceiling on this rink especially. And so that gives the Grizzlies a chance to catch their breath. The power play is over. And we remain at 3-0. Two goals in the first period for the Junior Grizzlies, one more in the second. They're in control of this one as they survive back-to-back penalties against them late in the second period. Mikachuk sends it ahead, flown right through Monty, and it will go the length, all 200 feet, for the icing call. Looks like we'll see both goalies go the distance in this one. In the previous game, Michigan Steel changed up their netminder midway through the second period. West Michigan varsity played their goalie the entire way. Just curious to see the approach of these teams when it comes to that sort of thing. Each team to play 3 games this weekend, 2 today, 1 tomorrow. Inadvertently flicked out a play into his own bench by Carson Monty of Oakland. So the Grizzlies have to start from their own end again. 14:09 left in the third. Devin Watson at the dot. Lost the faceoff, but Monty got it right back for him. Carson Monty pushing hard. He plays for Rochester Stony Creek. He's behind the net. Flip the pass out to the line. Watson goes skate to stick. And Watson will recontrol it. Actually, that was Castor who was the initial defenseman involved in the play. Castor makes a great cross-ring pass to Chichoki. Chichoki, backdoor play. Deflected away. Came right through again to Carson Monty, and he slugged it into the corner. Chichoki twisting away from pressure. Newman trying to take the puck away, and he does. And the Stars saucer it ahead, but to no one in particular. That's an icing against them. Castor back for it just in case. And the Grizzlies change lines. Our third game today on YouTube, Trenton versus Northern Michigan. Right here at this East rink again. Scheduled start 2 o'clock. We'll be a little bit past that. So we've still got to wrap this one, then get the Zamboni out here again. Trying to go the whole way. Burley, and he does. The puck came right back to him, and a fine stop from Eli Chodern. He hasn't had to make a ton of saves, but that one was tricky. Broken play, but worked out for Burley to get an opportunity. The defenseman for Traverse City Central. Anderson, the most recent goal scorer in this game. Stellan Anderson, long-range wrist shot. Banks off the blocker of the goalie Mosley. Into the far corner. Oakland can't make it happen, and Traverse City guides it to neutral ice. And the Stars get some fresh legs out there. Buckholz couldn't clear for TC. Jardine trying to make them pay. Driving in, backhand chance. Mosley out of his goal, but the shot from McCautry went wide. Great move, though, to set it up. Back out in front. That hit the outside of the goalpost. Referee washes it out. McCautry twists a pass behind to Anderson. Wanted to center it. That was blocked down and sent out to the blue line, no further. Held in there. Jardine keeps it from left point. Shot toward the net after the pass was broken up. And that stop made by Mosley. Back out to the line. Heiser gets it right back. Heiser shot, and it missed the goal. High to the right. Trying to go glove side against Mosley. This is Moore. Speeding it across. Jardine changes the angle, shoots it. Blocker save again by Mosley. Heiser working the left corner now. Joined by Anderson. Heiser, fantastic battle as he pulls it over to Jardine, but it bounced over his stick. Still kept in at the blue line, and now inadvertently fed out to center. The Grizzlies clear, and it's Heiser cutting in for a short angle shot, and he missed it. High again, this time to the left. Heiser, though, all over the puck. Another wrister from Chichoki, and he misfired. And one of the Grizzlies nearly checked into the Traverse City bench. Bozek hammered. And Bozek goes down in a heap as the Grizzlies get another chance. Down the left wing, Jardine. He missed the goal. A lot going on that shift. Lincoln Seyfirth of Traverse City West, he's the one who laid the hit. Now he has the puck. Seyfirth dropped it back. Opportunity in the slot, and it's deflected off a stick. Good backtracking defense by the Grizzlies. Hudson Robertson thought he had a clear lane for a shot, and it never got through. 10:18 to go in a suddenly intensifying third period. A shot from Robertson again. This time he's denied by Choden and cleared all the way down. Self-clear, though, by Traverse City as it was an attempted pass to the point, but no one was home on the right side. Jack O'Hearn lugs it through, bouncing puck to center. It's so interesting how a hockey game ebbs and flows. Bozek turned it over up the middle. TC can get one. This thing could get interesting. Bozek nearly coughed it up to Beatty. Good forechecking by Traverse City. They got to go back in front of their own net for it. Graham Peters from TC Central, right out in front of the TC net, and the Grizzlies couldn't get a stick on it. This will roll just wide of the goalie Choden and icing against the Stars. 9:21 remaining. Clean face-off win to the side of the net and just wide of Jarvis's reach. But he pulls it out of the corner. Back below the goal line, Ransford. Miles Ransford. Pass toward the high slot. Jarvis couldn't latch onto it. Traverse City back in, and they're offside. So that pass was interrupted. Intended for Graham Peters. 8:58 remaining. No goals, no penalties yet in this period. Even though, I'd argue it's maybe the most evenly played back and forth period of this game. Hasn't borne fruit, though, for either team. O'Dowd slides it ahead. Tipped right onto the stick of Newman. Newman throws a check. And the Stars working the perimeter. Chipped in by Collier-Schultz. The Grizzlies' Mikachuk pulls up with the puck. Coughed it up at center, but it's offside as Ben Newman throws his head back in frustration. He had the chance to move in, but sometimes the turnover happens too fast for you. Doesn't seem to make much logical sense at times, but rules of hockey on offside. Just got to hold up. Watson back in, right wing shot, glove save by Mosley, and he pins down the rebound. 3 power plays for Traverse City in this game. Obviously, no goals on the board for them there. Oakland has scored all 3 of its goals at even strength. They just had the one early chance, very early chance. There was a penalty in the opening shift. Charging back for a shot that's tipped over the high glass, Brody Patterson. Good defending from the Grizzlies, insulating their goaltender. Always a point of pride to keep that 0 up there on the defensive side of things. Watson, though, lost the draw to Collier Schultz. And a shot drifted wide from the point by Ben Burley. He's had 2 or 3 looks in this period. Another icing. This time against Oakland. 7:58 left in this one. Oakland trying to join Michigan Steel with a win on the board early in the Oktoberfest showcase. We're at Griff's Ice House at Belknap Park. Historic Belknap Park. Right in the middle of Grand Rapids. Cleared away, the chase is on. Pouillot, he might win the race, battling toward the front, and a penalty is coming. Penalty against Traverse City. Pouillot drew it to the point caster, looks to line it up, instead gives it off to McCotchery, pulls to his backhand side, sent it in deep. Watson up now for Muchinski, and the whistle sounds as the Stars touch up, and Watson jousting with one of the Stars after the whistle. But the 2 players quickly separated. Interference is the initial call. At least that's what it appears to me. But wait, one of the Grizzlies is going to the box. Might have had a retaliation penalty there after all that. Not sure, though. We'll wait for the penalties to go up on the board. The 2 referees are talking it over with 7:34 left in the game. Halfway through the third. We'll see if there's a pivot point. Oh, the penalty that was called was a penalty shot. Noah Pouillot will get a penalty shot. Didn't realize that. Working against Mr. Luke Mosley. Down at the far end, Pouillot from Cranbrook Kingswood works his way in. Left-handed shot, makes a little move, backhand, and he stopped. Mosley got the pad across. And the Grizzlies denied a 4th goal, at least for now. So we had a penalty shot that Pouillot unable to bury, and now it'll be a power play for Traverse City as there's a penalty on the board to Oakland's number 87, Devin Watson, for interference. Also with 7:34 to go, obviously. So the penalty shot goes by the boards for Oakland, courtesy of Luke Mosley. Outstanding goaltending. Another power play, number 4 on the day for Traverse City, and a quick whistle right away. Was that a hand pass at center? Not sure. Didn't quite catch the signal. It'll be right at center ice, so apparently not. Watson in the box for interference. Heiser goes forward on the draw, but Chichoki blew a tire, and so the Stars set it up, trying to throw it toward the front, deflected away by McCotchery. Chichoki shoots it in, shorthanded. Jack O'Hearn pulls it off the boards, bumped into, though, at center, and pumped down the rink again, this time by Matt Castor. Heiser was the one who forced the turnover and given away to Chichoki, working his way in. Great pass to Heiser, backhand, and a save by Mosley. keeping the Grizzlies off the board. Oakland nearly adding a shorthanded tally, but not to be. 49 seconds left on this power play for Traverse City. Struggling a bit to get it out of their own end at the moment. Late stages of this one. Right to the front, and a score! Off the scramble, and the Grizzlies just out-hustled the Stars right to the front. It is a shorthanded goal. And it looks to belong to Logan Jardine. Yes, it is. Jardine scores it shorthanded. Might have been unassisted as, like I said, he just beat all the red-shirted Stars to the front of the net and poked it in behind Luke Mosley for a 4-0 advantage for Oakland. Same score as our first game earlier as Michigan Steel outclassed West Michigan varsity 4-0. A lot of whistles in this third period. Pace of play has bogged down a bit. Elkins, Graham Elkins off the shoulder with that shot. Choden, a sharp stop. Oakland trying to clear, and they do finally get it all the way down. Monty tried to pull it loose, unable to do so. And again, the Stars back with it. They bounce it in wide. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Collier-Schultz, high shot blocked by Moore. Moore clears, and the power play is over. Out to play at Mosley. Good lead pass to Buchholz. Buchholz down the right wing, and he got denied there. Schilt to the inside, backhand chance. Mosley made the stop with his goal stick. Schilt right back to it, plays it out high. Wrist shot coming from Uptain that missed the goal. A lot of fans at the far end of the rink getting a good look at the action now. 5:35 to go in the third. 4-0 Junior Grizzlies lead it. Stuff try at the side of the net by Scheit. Turned away by Mosley. Uptain finesses it down the wall. He gets it right back. Took a bump to make the play as he powered it past Brody Patterson. Far point. Bozek shooting. Again, a stop made by Mosley. Cleared off a partition. Weird bounce. No icing this time. As the Grizzlies Uptain retrieves. Lead feed. The Stars changing, so Scheit has some room. Scheit left it back. Anderson and Heiser couldn't follow up. Anderson pries it loose. Bozek shooting. Missed the target. Maybe looking for a deflection in front. Bozek plays for Birmingham Seaholm. Out the center through the snow piling up in front of the player benches. No resurfacing during these games, so the third period you got to bear down on your stick some of these high traffic areas. Front of the goal, out to the point. Helped along, shot, save Mosley, and no further play on the chance for Jarvis. .420 remaining. Four different goal scorers for the Grizzlies this afternoon. To the middle, Grizzlies will play Steel. Both teams are about to be 1-0. Well, the Steel already are 1-0. Grizzlies about to get there. Bozek flies it down the right wing. Can Jarvis win the race? He cannot, but he gets help from Miles Ransford. Ransford looking to shoot. Now he ducks in behind the goal. Poked along by O'Hearn. Couldn't clear for Traverse City. And the Stars just trying to get a goal. Bozek shot it. Blocked. Weird bounce. Out in front. Watson. Couldn't force it toward the front. Bozek. His pass in the skates of Ransford, but he handles and chops it in deep. Sped around and out by the Stars. Bozek takes the D-to-D pass from O'Dowd. Bozek sets sail. And he finesses to the outside. A shot toward the front. Deflected off the goal stick of Mosley and cleared by the Stars. Mikitchuk. Left wing pass. Untouched. Icing the call against Oakland with 2:55 remaining. So will we have a pair of 4-0 decisions to start the showcase? Looking fairly likely at this point. Oakland scored twice in the first, once in each of the last 2 periods. Choden melts it down as the puck came careening back toward his direction. Heiser draws face-off duty for Oakland, and he wins it on his forehand. Grizzlies can't clear. Kept in by Elkins. He's been a hard worker for the Stars this afternoon, even though it hasn't paid off in anything tangible. Heiser, right wing. He scored from there already. Now he tried to make a pass across, and it was blocked. Blocked away. Elkins back to take it back for the Stars. Angle pass off the boards. Puyat, who had the penalty shot denied earlier in this period. He can't gain entry. The Grizzlies going back for it. Mikitchuk used his body well to shield Ari Starr away from the puck. And the Grizzlies systematically work it up through into the attacking zone. Puyat, one hand on the stick. Tapped it in behind the goal. Nearly turned over to Puyat in the slot. Powered off the puck was Soper. But the Stars shoot in anyway. Mikitchuk took a bump behind the net from Buchholz, but still moved it well. Muchinski all the way in deep with 1 minute and 38 seconds left. Solid performance from the Junior Grizzlies. They're going to get a win on the board. Shot, save made. Muchinski looking for the rebound, couldn't get there. Still free. That was Castor who took the point shot. Castor gets it right back, closes, and was caught between a shot and a pass and turned it over. But he laid a strong check to send a Star down to the ice, and then one of the Grizzlies ended up getting wiped out. He didn't love that. That was Mikitchuk. He slammed his stick. Mikitchuk gets it back, wristing it. Blocker save by Mosley. Loose puck behind the goal. Under a minute to play in the third as the physicality stays rather vibrant late into this game. Icing against Traverse City. The referee's just trying to keep players separated. You know the action gets a little emotional when we're seeing hits right in front of the player benches because you know the players on the benches are chirping as soon as one of their players gets the better of another in a physical battle. 46 seconds left. Grizzlies win the draw. Force fed toward the front. This is Brady Moore. Couldn't make it happen. Poked back out to the blue line. Held in there by Mason McCautry. Logan Scheidt digging it free. Scheidt knocked off the puck. McCautry follows on, and he's denied by Mosley. Good wrist shot attempt from the left circle. Back to the blue line. Faking. Chichoki shoots and scores. Connor Chichoki, with 15 seconds left, adds the exclamation point for Oakland as he was uncovered, stepping off the wall to make it 5-0. So it is a handful for Oakland, and then Chichoki, I think he might have gotten a misconduct penalty. He's into the box here in the final few ticks of the clock. So Oakland is going to have to play the final 15 seconds short. They don't care too much. It is 5-0. So on the board in a couple of ways. Connor Chichoki. Lofted back down. Maybe one last chance. Logan Jardine tried to swing it toward the front. That was picked off by Jackson Soper. Final couple of seconds. There's the buzzer. And the Grizzlies pick up a 5-0 win. The shutout for Eli Choden, the goalie from Henry Ford. He was solid. His whole team was solid all throughout this game. Goal scorers for Oakland. In the first period, Logan Scheidt and Nolan Heiser. Then in the second, Stellan Anderson added a rebound goal. In the third, couple of late tallies. Logan Jardine, and then in the final minute, Connor Chichoki. And that's it for this one. So, coming up, game number 3, also on this channel, Trenton and Northern Michigan. That's in about 15 to 20 minutes time. So it'll start a little bit past the scheduled start time of 2 o'clock, just letting you know. Thanks for watching, and stay with us if you want to watch some more hockey in the Oktoberfest 18U Showcase from here in Grand Rapids.